Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club. Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest with us this morning.
Yes, he's slumming this morning. He decided to come to the ghetto.
That's right.
And kick it with the ghetto folks.
It's only downstairs.
Sheeran, good morning,
How you
sir.
doing?
Yeah, it's only downstairs.
Doesn't feel like slumming it that much.
So what made you decide to come to the Breakfast Club? We were asking for a while.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I personally requested it.
Yes, he did. I met Ed last year at the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Yeah.
Bobby Bones introduced us.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that he even knew who the hell I was, but he watches the Breakfast Club.
Really?
Yeah, all of them. All of
you
them.
have
My
that much
favourite
free
one
time?
is Khaled going on about not going down on women.
Oh.
But being like, how's dinner? Do
A
you,
lot
like
of
the
people-
do you like the shoes you're wearing?
A lot of people
Yeah.
were very upset about that. He
Were
doesn't
they?
do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sharon, I'm sure you do that.
I mean, I'm a man.
Yes. You eat vagina.
I don't do the sucking the farts out though. I saw.
You
I saw
never sucked a fart out of girls, but I don't like doing it no more because it's done got commercial.
I just don't think it's. I don't think it's. I don't know. It's a bit odd, isn't it?
You know how Janae Aiko says you eat the booty like groceries?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just got too commercial for me now.
All right.
I don't like to do it. I was doing it when it was underground.
Too mainstream.
Too mainstream.
Yeah.
I don't want to suck farts out your butt. Not everybody's singing about it.
So you never ate the booty before?
Ate the booty? No, no.
Well, he's only 20. You're still young.
Well, we're
He's
in
24.
already. This is like 2 minutes
Just got
in.
here.
2 minutes in.
Welcome.
Yeah, I was expecting something like this. Yeah.
Well, we read this morning that you were on the campaign trail in San Francisco, and you didn't want to kiss the baby. Somebody wanted you to.
It wasn't a baby.
Oh,
It was
no,
a baby.
no,
It was like
no.
a 9-year-old.
Yeah, no, it was no. She was
Not a baby.
No, because someone asked, do you have intense fans? And I don't really have intense fans, but the parents of the fans are really like full on. And she comes up and she's like, Carrie Underwood was this 11-year-old boy's first kiss, and I just think that's so rad. Can you be my daughter's first kiss? And I was like, an 11-year-old boy going into school, like if I was like 11 and my first kiss was Britney, and you walk in and you're like, yeah, but if you're like a 9-year-old boy, a 9-year-old girl, you're getting police called.
Yeah,
Yeah, you look like a creep.
That's definitely a creepish.
So yeah, I know. I think the article's quite negative though. It says like turns down a kiss from a fan, but it's
Okay.
When you
The
explain it, it
headline.
makes perfect sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you clearly don't agree with what Tiger and Kylie are doing then.
what are they doing?
Kissing.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Older guy kissing younger girl.
Well, he has not confirmed that.
Allegedly.
It's alleged.
Allegedly.
She's 17 and he's, what, 24?
Yeah.
I haven't really kept up with this. Is this a thing? All right.
Good answer. Okay. Good answer. It's a good answer.
No, I haven't really kept up. I did watch the Kardashians once. I actually enjoyed it.
Really?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was the one where Kanye's had that song "Awesome." Baby, you're awesome, but also I'm also awesome. That one.
Oh,
Got you.
I don't know that one.
It's
Me neither.
it's a song about being awesome.
We can tell.
Never
It works.
figured that
Now,
much.
speaking of songs, there's a few things that make me cry, man. When
Oh,
Ricky
gosh.
got shot in Boys in the Hood, when
Have you seen Boys in the Hood?
Am I that white?
don't disrespect you like that.
I'm just asking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's my cousin's favorite film. He really just like, I don't know. He found his father figure in that film, I guess.
Who's the father figure?
It was
Lawrence Fishburne.
yeah. I was gonna say Morpheus for a second.
So you know how powerful that scene is when Ricky gets shot.
Yeah.
And like when Veda is crying over Tommy not being able to have his glasses and My Girl, that makes me cry.
See, I haven't seen
At the
My Girl.
funeral?
I haven't
Oh,
seen
that's
My Girl.
amazing.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, and your song.
Thank you.
Thinking Out Loud.
Thank you very much.
Brings tears to my eyes. Like he was playing it a little while ago. I
was
told him to
playing
turn it
this
off.
morning. Yeah, he told me to turn it off. He was throwing things at me. I'm about to cry in here.
Well, that's
I'm
like
about to
everybody's
cry.
wedding song now, though. Everybody's like, I want to get married to that song.
Yeah, it's not. I keep meeting couples that get laid to it all the time, and it's a bit. I had my cousin said she keeps getting cock blocked because she keeps getting guys like being like, hey, come back to mine, and then they put on that, and she's like, nah, I'm not.
It's creepy.
not
That's my
getting off
cousin. I
to
don't
my
wanna
cousin,
make-
yeah.
Oh,
Who's
man.
the girl that made you write that record, and how amazing is her?
You can't say that word. Say
Oh, I'm
vagina.
sorry, my bad.
She's great. She's great.
So clearly you're still with her because you want to be married with her till she's 7. You're 70.
No, I'm not actually. I'm not.
Oh God, Ed, don't do that.
Sorry.
Really?
Things happen.
But you're in a long-term thing, right?
I'm married, buddy.
I like that.
I'm out.
That was a
I
good
respect that,
deflection,
you know? I
Mr. Ed
respect that.
Sheeran.
I'm
Throw that right back
professional.
at him.
We're not media trained, but I've had enough. English, this is the thing. English people aren't media trained, so we just come out with random. But it's
But that's why people like y'all though.
I think so. Yeah. Well, journalists definitely like us a lot because we say the wrong thing at the right time.
Now, what was these porno clips that Elton John sent you?
Oh no!
Elton John sent you porno clips?
He runs the management company I'm signed to, and I got to U.S. Customs. This was about 2 years ago, and I had like 17 new emails from him, and I was like, oh, this might be quite important. I clicked on one of them, and it was a girl bent over, and then a
penis,
like a catapult, like but with like a ball, and they fired it in.
That's hot.
And I was at Customs like. Because they don't let English people in the country for anything. So, like, yeah, it was.
You're not supposed to be on your phone in customs.
No,
either.
you're not. You're not.
Even
but
when you're Ed Sheeran?
Well, yeah. I mean, I still fly commercial. I keep it real.
Now you got a lot of industry friends for like such a regular guy. Like, do you really value those industry relationships? Like, do you think they're real?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them. You know, it's interesting because I dropped out of school at a young age and kind of found most of my friends in older people, and it wasn't until I got into the industry that I started really making, like, I got my school friends and stuff, but making friends with people that were a similar age to me. So it's and they're all kind of doing the same sort of thing, and it's hard to have a conversation with someone that doesn't really know what is happening in your life. But if someone, it's cool. It's cool. You can have good chats.
Do you think these guys would be your friends if you weren't like Ed Sheeran, the star recording artist?
Yeah, because most of them were my friends when nothing was really happening here. So, yeah, I guess so. I hope so.
Well, who are your
not.
industry friends? Who would you consider your industry friends? Is Jamie Foxx one?
You know, Jay
He discovered you, right?
Yeah, I did a gig in my first American gig was in Inglewood at a place called the Savoy Entertainment Theatre for a night called Fly Poet, which is a fantastic night. And I turned up that night and just said, if anyone knows any other shows, can you book me in? I'm here for a month. I've got no plans, nowhere to stay. And John, the guy that ran it, took me around. He got me booked in for the Foxhole. I met Jamie Foxx's manager there, who invited me on the radio show. And then I was like, I don't really have a place to stay. And he was like, well, come and stay with me. So
Jamie Foxx just said, come stay with me?
Yeah.
At his house?
Yeah, and we went to, it was mad, like, because I arrived at the house, I didn't really know what was happening. He was like, right, we're going to my mate's birthday party as soon as I arrived. And we went, and Raphael Sadiq was the house band. Everyone was dressed up as a cowboy. And it was...
Whoa, wait a minute. Slow this
Wait a
down, buddy.
second.
Slow this down.
Everyone was dressed up as a
Jamie
cowboy.
Foxx's house, and there was a bunch of guys in there dressed up like cowboys, right?
And girls. No, it was like a rodeo-themed birthday party. It works.
Did you see the wall where he keeps all his hairlines? You know, he got a bunch of hairlines like snapbacks
No, he
on the
doesn't.
wall.
No,
Has he?
Yeah.
I saw the awards cabinet. That was pretty impressive.
Wow.
He's to win a Grammy and an Oscar is pretty like legit. Yeah.
So does he make money off you, being that he kind of like, he really did discover you? Like, did he take you to other people? Or?
Well, I flew back to England about 3 days after arriving at his house, and so I basically went to go and build it back over in England. I think if I'd have stayed over in America, there would have been something. But yeah, I had to go back to England to do it. Yeah.
You got a lot of love for Cali. They say you got a whole album with The Game done.
Yeah, that was
The Game?
interesting. Yeah,
Wow.
he took me to Compton to work. And we did like 10 songs in 2 days. It was
Here, take another drink, sir.
Well,
I need to know more about you, sir.
All right.
What do you mean
You
you
kinda
in The
finished
Game
that.
with the Compton? What'd y'all do?
made a lot of songs. But
How'd that happen? I mean,
Um,
he's a blood, so he wears red. You're redheaded.
you know what? He's one of my favorite rappers. Just like lyrically, but also like with singers, you can hear the emotion. But sometimes with rap, it's just lyrics and flows. Whereas it's very emotive and very I feel everything that he says. So I got a random call, just like, "What up, it's Game? My girl's a fan. Can she say hi?" And I picked up the phone and was like, "Hey." And then I said, he went back on the phone and I said, "I'm going to be in LA tomorrow. Do you want to hook up and do a song?" So I went there and we did like 5 songs in a day. I went back the next day. We did another 5, and it was he's a really good worker. He just kind of smashes them out. But he had loads of girls in the studio just eating McDonald's, and you could find out when a song was good, because we'd make a song and I'd be like, "Oh, this is really good," but they'd just be kind of there just eating their nuggets, just like whatever. And then as soon as one that, you know, we did a mustard beat one, and they'd be, "Oh, smash it!" And that's how you know they work. And I think he keeps them like Pharrell does it as well, where he tests songs out on groups of women to see, because they're the ones that are the consumers. Like they're the ones that would love the music. I mean, guys are kind of go on what the girls go on. So yeah, Pharrell tests it out on groups of women as well. I think it's a good thing.
And I listen to your music, and you seem like such a nice guy, and it seems like you're always like kind of looking for love. Like, is that a real thing? Or you just, is that just game to get the girls?
No, I think, I come from a Irish Catholic family. My parents have been married for 31 years. My grandparents were married for 66 years. I have like a bunch of cousins. Everyone's married and has loads of kids. And I just come from a background of love and family. And I guess that's what I try to convey in music.
Now, being that a lot of your friends are music industry friends, does that mean that the women that you date, because I know you write a lot about celebrity women that you've dated, do you feel like you have to be with a celebrity woman because she'll understand you more?
No, I just think if you get on with the person, they can understand you. It's not. I don't think it's necessarily celebrity women. I think it just depends on the situation.
How many times would you say you've been heartbroken so far?
Probably about as many times as I've done it. It's I think in life you break hearts and have your heart broken, and I think that's just the way it goes.
Especially when you're telling girls you want to grow old with them and be with them till they're 70.
Oh man.
Okay.
I'm just gonna drink my coffee.
But not for nothing, Charlamagne about a year ago was telling the girls the same exact story and same exact line.
You're married, right?
Yes.
So why were you telling the girls that? What are you doing?
I was lying. I was lying.
Everyone. To everyone.
Okay.
To everyone.
I was telling them what they wanted to hear.
You strike me as a faithful man, though, right?
Yeah, now I am.
Now?
Absolutely.
What did you do, man?
Well, I got married in September.
Oh,
but
right.
I've been with the same girl for a long time.
I see.
So those vows really mean something to me. So I've been good.
So you weren't good before?
Absolutely not.
Does she know that?
Yes.
Good.
Everyone knows that.
Yes. You got to be honest.
Honesty is the key.
Honesty is the key. Because then you know if you really love a person. Because you're like, okay, you love them through all their mistakes, through all their flaws. And you have to have faith that that person will be better.
I'm in.
Absolutely.
Now, you work with Lupe, you work with The Game. Who's somebody that you want to work with that you haven't?
One of the most interesting experiences actually was working with Rick Ross because he's such a character.
You did a record with Rick Ross?
Hood.
Yeah, he remixed a song of mine. But the way I met him was Julie Greenwald that runs Atlantic and Warner. I was in the building and she calls me.
Very nice woman.
Great
Drinks
woman.
heavily, but very nice woman.
What?
I don't think I've ever
No,
drank.
she doesn't.
Drink heavily.
But no,
Talking about? Make stuff up.
But she rings me up
drinks lightly.
and she's like, I got someone who has to meet you. Come to the office right now.
That's
and
Julie's
I walk
voice.
Up, and the only way I can describe it is just this presence just walks out, a big homie, and kind of like comes in for the hug, and then she's like, you gotta remix this record. Let me play the record. And so he sits down. I sit next to him, and I don't know whether he likes the song. He's just kind of sitting there. And the song's playing, and every now and then he just looks over and goes, like every sort of 10 seconds.
What are you doing? Is this gnarly?
I've started doing this now. I've started doing this, but yeah. And then as soon as it ends, he's just like, he just stands up and gets really excited. He's like, right, I got the video idea, right? Some dusty ass, low income housing place like Arkansas. You in a house, I'm coming to get you. All you see is dust. Dust. Then suddenly, Rolls Royce Phantom pulls up in front of the house. You get in there, bam! Vegas, C-cup titties, Ciroc, MMG. It's all going on.
He said C-cup titties?
He said C-cup titties,
Wow,
yeah.
but I would have said D-cup, but go ahead.
C-cup can work.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, we never got to make that video. I think that would have been fun.
Why did these records never come out? Like, did the label say,
No, it came out. It came out.
Well, even when the songs of the game, that came out? That came out?
That hasn't come out yet just because I haven't properly finished it. I did it with a drum and bass band called Rudimental as well, and they've been making their album. Once they're finished making their album, they can tweak bits and stuff. But I'd really like to put it out. There's some cool stuff.
Now, is it true that you're planning on taking a break from music for a year so you can do normal things?
Do you know what? The first thing I bought in my career was a house. And I haven't really lived in it, and I want to just live for a bit.
Here in America? Or?
No, it's where I grew up. Okay. But yeah, I think the thing, it's not necessarily just live. It's just not tour, not spend every day in a different place.
That's how you make your money, though.
Yeah, I know, but publishing, you can sit still. And
you can work from home and write and do stuff with other people and collaborations, and then go back on tour later.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to just live in my hometown for a little bit. Do stuff, watch films, and I don't know.
Now, you've also said the label didn't think Living Out Loud was going to be like a huge hit song. They didn't even want it to be the single?
No, well, it's a weird thing, because the single at the moment is a song called Photograph, and that was always meant to be the big single. And when we released the album in England, Thinking Out Loud was just...
Thinking Out Loud.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It was just picked off the record just on iTunes, and it just went top 20 up until we decided to make a video for it. So it was more the public's reaction, because when you put out a record now, you can work out what the most popular song is just based on iTunes. So yeah, it was that. And yeah, it worked out. It was. I think it did all right. Yeah, that's cool.
Who the hell is Nina? I like that song off Ex Nina. Is that a fictional character, or was that somebody that's really into?
Yeah, no, I was with her for a while. Yeah, and wrote that song while still with her actually. And Photograph actually, but
Photographs about Nina too.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was yeah.
Now I see why you and Taylor Swift get along so well. You like writing songs about your exes.
I think any musician, like, all love songs are about someone's ex or current. I don't know. Yeah.
Why you never hooked up with Taylor Swift? You never smashed that?
No. I don't know, because I met her.
You want to have a drink and then answer that question?
Are you just trying to get me drunk? I met her professionally first. We were writing songs, and then I don't know. I get on really well with her, and you know,
You don't want to ruin your friendship.
Well, not. I mean, not that sounds a bit weird, but
have you ever tried to smash?
No.
She's not your type.
Too tall.
Too tall.
Okay, that makes sense.
As a short man, there's nothing better than a tall woman. Ed.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like we look like cast members of The Hobbit. Like she's like in the Elven Kingdom. She's like, you know, hanging out with Galadriel and stuff, and I'm, you know, got hairy feet and. Yeah.
So in a couple years, if we see y'all together, we shouldn't be like he lied to us, because things could change.
No, I don't know. You know, like I've got like my best friend from home who I live opposite, who's on tour with me, is female, and I think it's healthy to have female friends that you don't
smash. Got you. Now, did you used to get girls before your music career popped off?
Yeah.
I don't look handsome.
He was like, nigga, what do I look like to you? I've been out here.
Christ.
Don't ask for him now.
It's a good morning.
So you was getting chicks in the UK and all that? I mean, I'm sure it's more now.
I know. I was in a long-term relationship from school up until it sort of started taking off. Yeah, that's what most of the first album's about.
And did you feel like you couldn't be in a relationship because you were just too busy?
I think a relationship needs time to, like, grow, and to make it grow, you need to be there, and I just was not there at all.
You guys still friends?
Yeah, she's in my friendship group. Like, with all my school friends, we're like a quite tight
What the hell is a friendship group?
Friendship group is
a circle of trust.
Yeah, no, it's like all the people I grew up with. With just all we go to the same parties.
Group chat.
Yeah.
Kind of chat line, like a
yeah,
group
no,
chat
we
line.
have a WhatsApp. We group chat on that, and send weird pictures to each other and stuff.
You said something very interesting. You said you want to go back to your hometown and live, and you know it's different in like hip hop. In hip hop, a lot of people don't want to live in their hometown because, you know, people grow jealous, they grow envious, and sometimes it's not safe.
That can still happen. Like, it's not just in the hip hop world. The amount of similarities I've found just in terms of like people expecting things. Like, you know, I watched that 30 for 30 documentary on NFL players that all earned 100 million. Yeah. And it's the same sort of, you get people coming up to you and, you know, saying, here's a business plan, or can you pay this, or my tax bill's a bit high this month, or just like, but I think in life, not just in hip hop, I just think in life it's good to be generous. But I don't think it's as intense as that.
That was $100 then, since it's so good to be generous. Oh shucks. Ed, don't you give it to me, because I'm going to keep it.
All I got is one.
Is that $100?
My man!
No, don't take his money.
Are you out of your mind?
No, you can have it.
Are you crazy? I have a rule. Thank you, Mr. Sheeran.
It's all right.
God will bless you. God will bless you for the rest of your life for giving to the less fortunate.
Give me $100 back.
No, we're cool.
Wait.
We're cool.
He said no, we're cool.
Do you know what? Give it to a homeless man today.
He's not going to do that.
Someone that isn't going to
no, he's not going to do that.
Have you got kids?
Have you got kids? I have a beautiful 6-year-old daughter.
Give it to your daughter. Give it to your daughter.
I will do that.
No,
actually, you know what? Take your daughter out to Toys R Us and say you can have whatever you want, providing it's $100.
I'm gonna have you sign it and I'm gonna give it to her
All
from
right.
Ed.
Cool.
Put in her
You better
bank
not.
account. What you mean? I better
He's
not?
the type, we go to the strip club.
You're going to have him sign it and then
Got a
put it in
marker.
her bank account?
Has anyone got a pen?
Now
That's all I had on me, by the way. So you're
Today has no
that's
money
not
on
all
it.
you have, Ed. Mister, I'm taking a break for a year and letting the publishing checks
I got
stack
that.
up.
That's it.
This guy's a bird over here.
You got a lighter? I mean, you got some weed on you.
You want to take that too?
Stop taking all the
Thank
stuff.
I give you some weed. I got some weed in the next room. So that's kind of like you bought some weed from me, but you didn't buy some.
So you get me drunk, give me
Where
drugs.
the hell did all these white people come from? Jesus Christ, Ed Sheeran. Gosh. I've never seen this many white
Do you
people
just not get white people here?
I mean, we do, but not like this.
That just looks like a drug transaction.
Shut up.
Gave you $100.
You
Did
shut
give him
up, you
weed? You're
hater.
A drug dealer.
Now listen, have you been taking care of yourself?
Well,
Because you keep giving him
you wanted
drinks.
to lose weight.
I did. I was very fat once.
Because you said because of the liquor.
And then you keep getting him drinks.
The beer. It was the beer. Yeah, spirits are all right, but no, it was. I was on tour for a year with Taylor in America and just drunk a lot of beer and got quite rotund. I think is the good. I was very round and sweaty.
Gotcha.
Now, everybody always talks about how approachable you are, and I've seen you out and about a few times. Like I've seen you at Brooklyn Nets games. We saw you at the iHeart Festival.
You saw me at the Nets game?
Yeah, I was with Kaiser.
That's the only one I've come to.
Yeah, I was there that day, and you were just kind of walking around by yourself. Is it harder now though? Because don't you feel like you have to have security? Because it does feel like
there's about 50 white women out there ready to rush you right now.
I just got a security guard. I didn't have one for like 4 years.
You need one because I see there's too many people out there.
We went to Manila, and it was like I've never experienced anything like that. It was pure mentalness. Yeah. So
what's the word? Mentalness.
Mentalness.
What's
yeah.
that mean?
Well, the thing is, Manila was like, first you'd get like all the fans that come over and rush you, but then you get all the people that want to know what's going on, and then they come and rush, and then there's the others that just want to see what's going on with the what's going on, and it was just a lot. So I got a security guard, and life is easier. Life is easier. I can leave clubs
without taking 1,000,001 pictures.
Well, I still do that, but yeah.
What kind of instructions did you give your security? Like, because you don't want them to be too much of a jerk to people, but at the same time, it's difficult because it's hard to maneuver.
I don't really give him any instructions, to be honest. He loves being nasty, and I like being nice. So it's kind of you meet in the middle, and it's
Don't
fine.
you feel bad sometimes? Like if he pushes somebody too hard, you like, oh, now I gotta go.
He doesn't do that. He'd get fired if he did that. Yeah, you can't be a violent person. Yeah. Although actually, I think it was a TMZ dude started on him. And said like, it was like, oh fuck you up, bro. And Kev used to be like, back in the day, quite a dangerous dude, and he wasn't having it. It's good.
You beat the TMZ guy up?
No, he laughed, but yeah. I think his job is to not get into anything. That's the whole thing with the security. You don't it isn't like a muscle thing. It's just a prevention thing. But yeah.
So we don't want to meet Kev then.
No, he's outside.
He's out there.
Yeah. He's outside.
Now, is it true you raised $40,000 at a show in Bristol for sex street workers?
That was a while ago. Yeah, I did. It was my first single was written about a homeless woman that I met when I was working in a shelter, and
You had sex with her?
No, I just I tried to no, it's a song called the A-Team, which is about her, and because that song gave me a career, I tried to do as much as I can to give back to that sort of community.
But there's a big difference between meeting somebody in a homeless shelter and a sex street worker. Like a homeless person was she a sex street worker?
I mean, I don't really know. I didn't really ask. I guess assumptions were made, but yeah, I don't know. No, it was involved with. There's a charity in England called Crisis, another one called Shelter, and it was involved with that whole thing, and they're all kind of under the same thing.
Well, somebody has to stand up for prostitutes. I don't,
What?
What's the problem?
Why don't you give him the $100 he just gave you?
Nope.
You can keep that. I know he's.
I'm gonna give it to my daughter.
Do it.
He's hating. Don't worry.
What does she like? Does she like what
She's
toys?
6.
Yeah, I know, but what
like
toys?
she wasn't the Dora the Explorer. She's kind of off that. She's into like the iCarly now and stuff like that.
Cool.
It seems like you're want to maybe have kids soon.
I don't know. I think
Are you using condoms and everything?
Yeah, I think it needs to be.
Nobody got time for condoms when you're in your position.
Especially when he's in his position.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to end up with like 16 kids from different mothers.
That'd make a great
reality
show.
I want one family. It would make a really good reality show. Actually, that would be interesting. Jesus, can you imagine? God, I'd probably have to do a reality show because I wouldn't. All the child support would go off, and I'd be
And you rap too, like it's
You
like
rap?
yeah, it's like 2 songs on your album where you're actually spitting.
Can we hear something?
You rap old school though.
old school.
Let's
Like,
hear
you
something.
The old school flow.
Let's hear something. Can we hear something?
Yeah.
You think gonna make him rap?
I feel like it's a hip hop. I'm not really a rapper.
Let's hear something.
I don't really know. I'd have to have a guitar.
Charlamagne had a rap name. His name was Dizzy. What was it?
Dizzy Van Winkle's the name. I can slam King Kong and pick up freight trains.
I bet you could beat that.
I don't ever want to be perfect because I'm a singer that you never want to see shirtless, and I accept the fact that someone's got to win worse dressed. I'm taking my first steps into the scene, keeping me focused. I'm putting on a brave face like Timothy Dalton, considering a name change, thinking it was hopeless. I'm rhyming over recordings, avoiding tradition because every day some lyrics and a melody can be written. Absent can make your heart break, but drinking absinthe can change your mind state vividly. I need to let my liver be. I'll say it again, I'm living life on the edge with a closed handful of friends. It's good advice from the man who took his life on the road with me, and I hope to see him blowing up globally, because that's how it's supposed to be. Screaming out vocally, it might seem totally impossible to achieve in live streams, but I just write schemes. I'm never having a stylist giving me tight jeans. Madison Square Garden is where I might be, but more likely you'll find me in the back room of a dive bar with my mates, having a pint with McDade, discussing records we made, and every single second no one that will never betray the way we were raised, remembering our background, sat down. That's how we plan it out. It's time to take it back now. That's it.
Yeah, he killed Dizzy Van Winkle.
You know, I'm gonna tell you how you know he's a rapper, because rappers spit writtens.
Yeah, that was
I
definitely
heard
written.
that on your album, sir.
I'm not going to freestyle on this show, Jesus. Can you imagine?
I heard that on your album, sir.
Yeah.
In that same song, you rap about banging a movie star or something like that.
Maybe. I don't recall.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, I just, I like saying a lot of things, and I really like rap music, and I feel like there's no point in doing a rap song unless you do it properly. So I've only done 3 because they take around a year to write, because I'll write like 1 bar a month just to make sure it's a bit more melodic than that. You know, that sounded like a spoken word thing by an awkward Englishman, but it sounds all right.
Now, every Friday we do our Friday songs. And we're not asking you because you're white, but we're asking you because you're the only pop singer that came up here.
Am I?
No, he's not.
Yeah, come on, Envy, don't.
Justin
That's not true.
Timberlake, Justin Bieber,
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Do you even work here? Are you? This is your first time here, huh?
Well,
This guy says anything.
would you mind singing with us our Friday songs today?
Yeah, let's do it. What is it?
TGIF by Katy Perry, and then we sing Rebecca Black on
Awesome.
Friday.
I love that song.
You know those songs?
I love that
We're
song.
going to sing those songs.
I love that song.
When we come back.
Would you like another drink just because?
No,
we're about to sing?
I've had 3 now. Okay, fuck it. Let's go.
Fuck it, it's Friday, Ed.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, special edition of the Goon Tunes this morning.
What you want to do?
Goon
Hashtag Goon
We call them
Tunes.
Goon
The
Tunes,
Goon
Ed.
Tunes.
So
Goon
hashtag
Tunes.
Goon Tunes. The
I don't know if I'm doing wonders for your street cred.
Yes, you are, Ed.
You helping us out.
Yes.
Am I
Yes.
part of the Goon?
Yes, you are.
We have a group called No Direction.
That's right.
Okay? You're our Harry Styles.
Wrong direction. I'm in.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you know Katy Perry?
Yeah, I do. Well, she came up to me after the Grammys, because I've never won a Grammy. I lost my 6th this year, and she came up to me and said that she'd lost 13, so don't worry about it. And then asked if I wanted to smell her armpit.
Really?
Did you smell it?
I didn't.
Come on, Ed. You got to do that for the brothers like me who don't get those opportunities, man.
I know.
Smell it and then sneak a lick
What?
A lick.
right under her armpit.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, yeah.
Katy Perry's got some of the best breasts in the game.
There you go.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
Are you
yes,
ready?
I'm ready.
You got your black hood on?
Envy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ed Sheeran, are you ready?
Yeah, I got really terrible eyesight, so I'm gonna try and read this.
Here we go.
It's Friday! It's Friday! It's Friday! There's a stranger in my bed.
Come on.
There's a pounding in my head.
Hey.
Glitter all over the room.
Hey.
Pink flamingos in the pool.
Come on.
I smell like a mini bar.
Hey.
DJ's passed out in the yard.
Come on.
Barbie's on the barbecue.
Hey.
Is this a hickey or a bruise? Pictures of
Hey.
last
Hey.
night.
Hey.
Ended
Hey.
up
Hey.
online.
Hey.
I'm screwed. What you say, Ed?
Oh,
well.
You're
There you
a
go.
beat. It's a blacked out blur, but I'm pretty sure it ruled.
Here we go.
Damn. Last Friday night.
Yeah, we danced on table times,
Hey.
and we took too many shots.
Hey.
Think we kissed, but I forgot.
Last Friday night.
Yeah, we missed our credit cards,
Hey.
and got kicked out of the bar.
Hey.
So we hit the boulevard.
Last Friday night.
We went streaking in the park,
Hey.
skinny dipping in the dark.
Hey.
Then had a menage
Come
a
on.
trois.
I didn't know she had a threesome in this. That's a bit. Sorry.
Oh,
It's Friday.
night.
hit it, Ed.
Do it all again.
Okay, you're getting better. You're a little pitchy.
One more
little
time.
pitchy, Ed.
One more time.
It's
Here we
Friday
go.
night. Do it all again.
Here we go.
Okay.
Come on.
Verse 2, you ready?
First. Trying to connect the dots.
Come on.
Don't know what to tell my boss.
Hey.
Think the city told my car.
Come on.
Chandelier is on the floor.
Say what?
Rip my favorite party dress.
Goon Squad.
More in style for my arrest. There you go. You need a ginger ale.
it.
That was such an epic fail. Pictures of last night
What?
ended up
What?
online.
What?
I'm screwed.
What you say,
Ed?
I said, yeah.
It's a black out blur, but I'm pretty sure it rules.
Damn.
Last Friday night.
There we go.
Yeah, we danced on tabletops.
Hey.
And we took too many shots.
Hey.
Think we kissed, but I forgot. Last Friday night.
There you go.
Yeah, we maxed our credit cards and got kicked out of the bar.
Hey.
So we hit the boulevard last Friday night.
Ed Sheeran.
We were standing in the park.
Straight in the park.
Oh, I can't even read it, man. Sorry.
Last Friday night.
Yeah, I think we broke the law.
Hey.
Always say we're gonna stop.
Oh, whoa, oh, whoa.
Hit this harmony, Ed.
Here we go.
Do it all again.
There we go.
Okay.
Pop it.
One more time.
One more time. Here we go.
Do it all again.
Ed
There we
Sheeran,
go.
ladies and gentlemen.
Goon
Ed
Squad.
Sheeran.
Let's get low.
Everybody get low.
T-G-I-F. 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 Woo!
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
I feel like this is probably gone on long enough, right?
It's Friday.
They're ad-libbing. They're ad-libbing.
Friday.
It's Friday. 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 Friday.
I feel like that went on one verse too long.
You know how I know? You know how I know Ed has a lot of black in him, because when black people don't know the words, they just hum like.
I think everyone does that.
That's what I do with that Young Thug tune. I have no idea what he's saying. But I
Nobody
love it.
does.
Nah.
Yeah.
Except for Young Thug.
Oh, and Rich Homie Quan, the ooh ooh ooh, that
I
one.
saw you tweet out that you like Rich Homie Quan. He was just here.
I love it.
Did he respond to your tweet?
I doubt it.
Rich Homie Quan, Ed Sheeran's a
doubt it.
fan. Okay?
You ready to keep going? It's still Goon Tune time.
Oh, we do Rebecca
Yeah,
Black
the,
later.
the Goon Squad.
Ed's messing up my flow.
Nah, it's Goon Tune time.
I'm a much better singer than Ed, at least for these two songs.
We should carry on asking awkward questions. I thought
Yes.
I thought this interview was going to be more difficult.
I agree. No, I want to talk to you about your eyes, because you said that
What?
you
Eyes?
looked at. You said you couldn't hardly read.
Yeah.
And when I first saw you, I thought something was actually wrong with your eyes.
Really?
Like they looked like they were too far apart.
Yeah.
What?
Like Jar Jar Binks.
No,
What?
I got a lazy eye. I had a birthmark on my eye that was turning into glaucoma, which meant I would have gone blind.
Oh, that's what Fetty Wap had.
Yeah, Fetty Wap
the
had.
same story.
And I got it lasered off, which gave me a stutter for a while and also a lazy eye. So
Gave you a
I've got
stutter?
an eye that goes that way.
Really?
Yeah, I had a stutter. I had
You
speech
just
therapy,
recently
though.
had that surgery?
No, this was when I was like 2.
Oh,
Yeah, a while ago.
got you.
But my eye still goes off that way.
That scares me sometimes.
Yeah, so whatever. You know, I'm perfectly imperfect.
There
It's
you
fine.
go.
Yeah.
Like you said on your album, you said we all what God made us.
We are. Yeah. And thankfully, like, the way I look at it, because I was a weird kid and I wasn't, like, I had big blue glasses and I was odd. But I think God looked down at some point and said, you need some help getting laid. Here is a guitar. Go forth, my son.
Now,
worked.
what got you into hip hop so much? Because you love hip hop music.
Do you know what? Funny story. My uncle, Jim, who we call Jim Shady,
Jim Shady.
Jim Shady.
turned up at my house when I was 9 and started going, my life's like kind of what my wife's like. And I didn't really know what he was going on about. And he told my dad that the Marshall Mathers LP was the next Bob Dylan. He said that Eminem was the next Bob Dylan and you should buy it for Ed. Wow. So my dad bought me Marshall Mathers LP at 9. He didn't really know what was on it,
Right?
And that kind of opened the gateway, because through that you discovered Dre, and then you discovered Tupac and Biggie and Big Pun, and then it just kind of all happens.
He said
from there.
Big Pun.
Big Pun. Wow.
Big Pun.
You like Big Pun?
Yeah.
One thing you said that's interesting, though, you said how God blessed you with the ability to play guitar, and I always say that because Biggie had a line, "I'm black and ugly as ever. However, as long as you got a however, you can always prosper."
Yeah. Well, I think
Did you just call Ed Sheeran ugly?
No,
He
I
might
quoted a
have-
Biggie line, and I said when Biggie said "however."
He also said, "You're so fine, I suck your daddy dick."
He did say that.
say
He
that.
did say that
That
too.
actually
Say that.
came from a Richard Pryor stand-up special. Yes.
I love that line. Listen to that line. I was like, only Biggie can get away with that. That's
Biggie
amazing.
had some of the most pause-worthy lyrics in the history
Like,
of hip-hop.
that when it comes to sex, I'm similar to the Thriller and Vanilla. Hoes call me bigger, the kind of filler. Whatever stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make this shit. I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue with James Cone. Swift, I get swift with the lyrical gift. I hit them with my dick and make the kitty shit. Ooh, here we go. I'm the domino. I got the funk flow to make your jaws drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these coconut jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy grip. Don't remember me, but you don't forget to see shit. Jesus, my way, deep throat, en route. So when the moon rises, I'm coming in her eyes.
Wow.
It's just the way players play. Leave it up to me, I get fucked all day. Drunk all day, counting, stacking cheese, fucking bitches till the assholes bleed. What you
Wow. Okay.
that's on Big Booty Hose. Yeah, the second bit. Yeah,
I've never heard that. I've never heard that one, buddy.
It's interesting.
Biggie also said his man fucks little kids in the ass and throws them over a bridge.
Yeah, he did say
Don't
that.
you know my man gutter fucking kidnaps kids?
Okay.
Fuck them in their ass on
Over
the
bridge. Yeah, he did say that too.
Jesus Christ, that's
Who's your favorite rapper of all time?
the first two Eminem albums are two of my favorite albums of all time. Rapper, it just changes day by day. I discovered Big Pun late, probably about 5 years ago actually. I was on tour in England with a rapper who had the 97 Twins, and just from that he used to rap over it, and yeah, and then he played me you ain't a killer, you just learning how to walk from New York to Cali. That one.
So you learned from the deep cover joint.
Yeah,
the deep cover, him and Fat Joe.
It was just the first 8 bars of that song.
Yeah.
Is just
wow.
Yeah, but
have you met Fat Joe?
No, never met Fat Joe.
Really?
Never.
I
met Immortal Technique the other day. That was cool. He's a really nice guy. I was a big fan of him when I was younger.
What about Eminem?
I had the opportunity. I made my album with Rick Rubin, and Rick was in New York when I was in New York, and he said, "I'm doing SNL with Eminem. Do you want to come down?" So I went down. He said, "Do you want to meet him?" And I said, "Would he know who I am?" And he said, "Unless you're an underground rapper from Detroit, he wouldn't." So I said, "Okay, I'll wait." Because I waited to meet Jay-Z. I had a few opportunities to meet him, and I don't want to be the dude that just gets a picture and then that's it. And I waited to meet Jay-Z, and it was worth it because I got to go for dinner and actually have a proper conversation with him. And I want to do that with Eminem. I don't want like a photo op. I want to actually have a conversation.
Dope.
Now, what do you think about people who say that white guys like yourself and Sam Smith are stealing black people's sound?
I think we're embracing it. I think it's something that should be celebrated. I never don't give credit where it's due. You know, I'm very open of who influences me, what albums I'm listening to. I take people on tour. I don't think it's for me anyway, and Sam. I don't think it's necessarily a theft thing. I think it's a celebration of music, and I think if you do it correctly and respectfully, no one can really knock it. You know, I think Timberlake's done a very good job of really embracing it and really kind of yeah.
Don't you think it's kind of hypocritical though when you hear black singers say you shouldn't do this kind of music because you're white?
I've never heard anyone say that. To me, I got nominated for Music of Black Origin Awards in England, and actually 3 years in a row, and didn't turn up for that very reason, because I feel like it should go to someone a bit more deserving than me. But yeah, other than awards, I haven't had anyone say anything like that.
All right.
We appreciate you joining us today,
man.
A lot of fun. And anytime you're in town, you come on through. You ain't even got to call. You ain't got to knock. Just come. We'll give you the key.
Turn up.
Just come turn up.
Be honest, we're more fun than Elvis.
Have you seen him?
Elvis is fun.
He's got so thin. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight. Yeah.
I like it. Gastric band. I was watching Entourage the other day. I didn't because I only know Big Boy from being Skinny Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't realize he was big before. That's amazing.
You
as
know,
well.
Big Boy was big.
I'm not
size?
I'm not American. I'm not American. So we don't really. We have 2 radios. We have three radio stations in England. And
Tim Westwood's one of them. He's on Capital One.
Yeah,
Radio
he was
1?
on. No, he was on Radio 1. I think he's moved over. Yeah, and then there's Radio 1 Capital, and then the Bauer Network, and yeah, I haven't really paid much. You're probably the only show I actually pay attention.
Wow.
I probably shouldn't say that politically, but like I do check every time there's a new video up. I do check and watch the interviews because I find like your interviews are quite challenging. They're not like you haven't got a list of questions in front of you and you're just going through the motions. It's like you really push people's buttons.
Well, you said this was easy for you. You thought it was going to be worse.
Yeah. Well, Howard Stern, I was shitting it for, and that was a lot easier than I expected. But I came in here knowing that we were going to have fun, and yeah, knowing that you'd ask about eating the box.
Yeah, you actually brought that up right away.
That was the first question, eating the box and eating the butt.
Great gamut of questions. We talked about eating ass. We talked about colorism.
Goon Squad.
Yeah.
You admitted that you
yes.
Yeah. Yep.
You admitted that you make assholes bleed.
Oh, I did not.
He was rapping.
When we edited
That's what I took from it.
TMZ have always been quite good to me. They haven't really. There's one girl that really doesn't like me in The Office. She's really anti.
Why?
Everything.
Really?
I don't know.
I got to talk to Van and Harvey about that. They're my people. Why she don't like
I've
you?
never met them, but
Good guys.
Yeah, they're always nice to me. I think until I fuck up, they're going to be nice to me.
Usually how it works.
They're going to really like you when you fuck up.
That's the thing about the rumor mill in the blogs. If you don't give them nothing, they don't have anything to feed off.
Right.
Yeah, but I think it's healthy just to be human and live. I think the moment you start hiding stuff is when you get caught. The moment you're kind of like, no, I don't do this, and then when you're caught, everyone's like, oh no, you actually do. Yeah, so I think like I've always been very open with this sort of thing.
Yeah, if you listen to your music, you have sex, you do drugs, you drink.
You gotten cheated on.
You sound like a regular guy to me.
Sounds like Charlamagne's trying to take advantage of you. He's giving you 4 drinks.
Listen, I like the guy.
We could tell.
Experience. Thank you.
Do men ever hit on you?
You just seen it happen.
Do you know what? Actually, I took. It was one of Taylor's dancers when we were on tour, and it was one of her dancers' birthdays, and I took him. And well, I didn't know I was going to this place, but it ended up being quite fun and interesting. But it was a place in Atlanta called Swinging Richards, which is a gay,
It definitely sounds like a gay bar,
which is a gay strip club. So I took and do you know what? We were playing in Atlanta the next day, and B.O.B. was the guest, and he said, "Oh, you got it up to anything in Atlanta?" And I was like, "Oh, I went to Swinging Richards last night," and him and his manager were just like.
They probably another gay singer in the industry.
Hey, but no, I think I'm whatever. I bought Ricky, the dancer. I bought him a dance. The thing that I was surprised at was all the dudes in there were straight, and they were just earning a lot of money just to have a six pack and just windmill. That's how I can describe it.
Sam Smith flirts with you a lot, though.
Sam Smith's cool, man.
I
have gay friends. I have straight friends. I have friends that swing both ways. I think like humans are fun to hang around with, and I don't like. No, I just
as opposed to dogs.
Yeah.
No, I just
aliens.
You know,
Bigfoot.
I have no objections to the way that anyone lives their life, unless it's really negative and bad and then mean to people. But I think if you're like, Sam's a really fucking cool guy, and I really enjoy his company.
I have a quote. I'm too dumb to be closed-minded. Okay, it takes a certain level of intelligence to be closed-minded. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, but if you're closed-minded, you spend your whole life angry at things.
Yes.
And I think it's easier just to be whatever. Let's all hang out, have
Open,
fun.
dumb, and free.
Yeah. I don't get the whole closed-mindedness thing. Yeah, it's not really something I've really lived by. But I agree. Like my my mum and dad work in the art, like painting industry. They don't paint, but they used to work in that. So you know, that's a massive thing in that world. And I just grew up around it, and it just never really affected me. Anyway,
My brother.
We appreciate you joining us. Ed Sheeran is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.